All right, this is a video to how to properly apply Teflon tape to a pipe thread for water or gas connections, potentially some other stuff too, but mainly when people are putting together a pipe that's male threaded into a female fitting of some sort. It's national pipe thread. It's tapered. There's lots of different types of Teflon tape. We like to use a thicker tape. Blue Monster is the brand. This one's been opened. There's lots of different brands. You see the white all the time at Home Depots and Lowe's and the box stores. I don't know if they sell this there. We don't get it there, but this is a thicker tape. If you were to feel it, you could tell the difference. So there's a difference. This requires less wraps around, gives you a pretty good seal. The white stuff you might have to go around a bunch more, and it may or may not affect the female fitting is going into if it causes some friction or too much and potentially break the fitting. So you gotta be careful with that. But this is so you never ever put the tape on the wrong way, regardless of the type of tape you have, because there is a right and wrong way of doing this. So the basics: take your roll of tape. You'll have your tape. It'll be either hanging over the front or it'll be under the back. You want to make sure the front is away from you. If you're right-handed, this is going to be a great choice for a right-handed person. Otherwise, flip everything I say for left-handed. So take the tape in your right hand, pointer finger through the hole, middle finger, grab your Teflon. Easy. Now, depending on how dexterous you are with your other fingers, this may take some practice because you can manipulate the tape with 3 fingers very easily with your middle finger in there. I like to take my thumb and my ring finger and grab the tape where this is coming away from me. You take your threaded fitting in your left hand, so the threads are facing your right hand. Now, when you start this, you have the Teflon wrapping from right in front of you, so it's behind, right? And then you go up and over in a clockwise motion. You want the tape, so when you tighten it in, that it's actually tightening down on the Teflon and not unraveling itself when you tighten it. So what that looks like is something like this. I like to start in the middle or the back and work your way for it. So I'm going to start it. And then we get the tape. Once we get one wrap on there, we can put some pressure on it and pull it tight. And we're looking for 3, maybe 4 wraps around, just like that. Let me break it off. And it should look something just like that. That's all you need to do. Now you can see where the end is. You can push that together to get a nice, push the tape into the threads. The other thing you want to keep out for, the first thread or 2 does not need tape. You do not want tape hanging over the front of the fitting. What happens is when you tighten this in, if there's tape hanging off, as the female threads cut into the Teflon, it may rip it, and then it might go down into your system and then actually clog fixtures or faucets or whatever's downstream of this. And that's just a nuisance that can be easily avoided just by paying a little extra attention and only leaving the first or second thread untaped. If you get a little bit like this, it's not a big deal. You literally can just take your finger and roll it back. And now your first thread is completely untaped. No big deal. That's it. You don't want to put too much because too much pressure can break a brass or whatever fitting you're tightening into. If when you're tightening it, you don't want to over tighten it. But that's a video for another day. That is how you get it right every single time. I'll do it one more time. Let me take this off real quick. Comes right off. Pointer in, middle finger holding it, thumb and index manipulate. We come over. We can use our thumb if we have a big fitting like this. Usually not so big, but we can start it by grabbing it with our thumb of our opposite hand if we need to. And then we just come around, and once it's double back on itself, you can start putting a lot of tension on there, pulling it tight. 3-4 times around, get tight, break it right off. You can wrap it tight, and it should look just like that again every single time. And always left hand facing your right hand with the threads. You'll never get it wrong. There you go. See you next time.